Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about Claude Monet's Water Lilies at the Musée de l'Orange in Paris. And these 8 paintings, or more accurately murals, are part of a absolutely monumental series that Monet worked on in the last decades of his life up until his death in 1926. That was inspired by his beautiful garden in Giverny, France. And one of the most fascinating aspects I found of this Orange installation is its overall design. Because not only does it include the 8 paintings, but Monet worked with architect Camille Lefebvre, sorry for the pronunciation, who also worked on the Louvre to create 2 oval rooms specifically in the shape of a infinity symbol to house these specific paintings. And the idea was that us as the viewers could stand in the center and be completely surrounded by the art because it helps create a panoramic, very immersive experience. And the canvases themselves are absolutely enormous. They're several meters long and all of them are 2 meters in height. And the way they're placed 2 feet above the floor. So we're on the same levels as these paintings, and it really makes you feel as if you're inside the pond and the garden itself, which is what Monet wanted this experience to be like. And in terms of the story behind the paintings, Monet's focus was less on depicting a specific event and more on capturing the atmosphere and experience of his garden over time. And so in each of these paintings is either a different time of day, a different season, or a different angle of his garden. And this can be seen in how, with the floating lilies, the reflections, and the subtle shifts in light and color in between each paintings. But all of them go to show Monet's fascination with nature and his desire to explore the passage of time and fleeting moments of beauty as seen in his garden. And symbolically, the water lilies can be seen as reflections of calm and introspection, which is why Monet loved his garden. This area provided him those feelings of serenity. And he, in such a time of duress as the early 1900s with the Great Wars, the reflections of water that he depicted invite viewers to think about reflection and the passing of time. And in this sense, Monet's garden became not just a physical place, but a very meditative space where both he and the viewers now can lose themselves in the beauty and tranquility of nature. And then another interesting historical note that I found is that Monet painted these works during the last part of his life, as I mentioned earlier. And during this time, his eyesight began to fail. But despite this, he continued to innovate with his color and his brushwork, having very intense focus on the effect of light and the interaction of color to convey the different moods and atmospheres rather than strict realism. The thing is, this exhibit was originally supposed to have 19 paintings, as was agreed upon with actually a politician at the time, as these paintings were offered as not like a peace treaty, but like an offering of peace at the end of the war. But he wanted it to be so perfect because he had such an idea for this exhibit that by the time of his death, he had only completed 8, as he had either destroyed the other pieces that he was not happy with, or he hadn't even begun to start on the others. And I think all of this really goes to show that the water lilies is a very deep personal expression of Monet's artistic vision and his very enduring connection with the natural world. And overall, the water lilies at the Musée de l'Orange are not just paintings, they are an experience. Monet wanted them to be a full body, mind, visual experience. a way to step into his own world and see how he interpreted nature and time. And he combines technical mastery, immersive presentation, and symbolic depth in a way, and this is how they remain some of truly the most beloved and iconic works of modern art. And there's so much to go to it, but this this is all I want to present today. Thank you very much.